If you are still working while collecting Social Security, or if someone in your family depends on a paycheck, you may have seen warnings about a new 4.27% Social Security payroll tax. But before you panic, you need to understand the truth. This is not a confirmed new tax hitting every paycheck right now. It is a warning number tied to Social Security's long-term funding problem, and misunderstanding it could lead many seniors to make bad financial decisions. The first thing to know is simple. Social Security payroll tax already comes out of wages. For most workers, the employee pays 6.2% of covered wages into Social Security, and the employer pays another 6.2%. Self-employed workers usually pay both sides. Medicare tax is separate. So when someone says a new 4.27% tax is about to hit paychecks, you should stop and check the source before believing it. But this is where many seniors make the costly mistake. They hear a scary number, assume it is already law, and start making decisions based on fear. Some may cut back on medicine, some may delay paying bills, some may fall for scam calls promising to protect their Social Security from new taxes. That is exactly what you should avoid. What most people do not realize is that the 4.27% figure is not a normal paycheck deduction starting tomorrow. It comes from projections about Social Security's future shortfall. In simple terms, if Congress waits too long to fix Social Security's finances, the changes needed later could be larger. One possible way to close the gap would be a payroll tax increase. Another possible way would be benefit changes. Lawmakers could also use a mix of approaches. But a projection is not the same thing as a law. This matters especially for older Americans who are still working. Many seniors are not retired in the old-fashioned sense anymore. Some work part-time at a store, some drive, clean, deliver, care for grandchildren, or do seasonal jobs. Others work because Social Security alone does not cover rent, groceries, property taxes, prescriptions, and Medicare costs. If you are still earning wages, payroll tax affects your paycheck. But if you are fully retired and only receiving Social Security benefits, payroll tax is not taken from your Social Security check in the same way it is taken from wages. And the next point is the one many retirees only discover too late. Payroll taxes and income taxes are not the same thing. Social Security payroll tax applies to earnings from work. Federal income tax may apply to part of your Social Security benefits, depending on your total income. Medicare premiums may also reduce your monthly benefit. These are different issues, and mixing them up can create confusion. Imagine a 69-year-old man named Robert. He receives Social Security but still works 3 days a week to help pay for groceries and prescriptions. He sees a video saying a new 4.27% payroll tax will hit his check. He gets scared and thinks his whole Social Security benefit will be reduced. But that may not be true. The real question is whether Congress has actually passed a law changing payroll taxes, and right now, seniors should verify that through official sources, not social media headlines. Before you ignore this warning, check one thing first. Are you reading about an actual law, or are you reading about a projection, proposal, or political discussion? Those are not the same. A real change will appear through official government information, payroll notices, IRS guidance, Social Security updates, or your employer's payroll system. Here is what you should do. Check your pay stub and understand what is already being withheld. Look for Social Security tax, Medicare tax, federal tax, and state tax, if your state has one. If you are self-employed, speak with a qualified tax professional, because your situation can be different. If you receive Social Security and also work, check how earnings could affect your benefits if you are under full retirement age. If you are already at full retirement age, the earnings test works differently. Also protect yourself from scams. If someone calls and says they can stop a new Social Security tax for a fee, hang up. If someone asks for your Social Security number, Medicare number, bank details, or online login, do not give it. Real government agencies do not pressure you through random phone calls demanding immediate action. The main warning is this. The 4.27% number is a serious sign that Social Security has long-term funding challenges, but it is not proof that a new tax has already been added to your paycheck today. Do not panic, but do not ignore Social Security news either. Stay informed, check official sources, and make decisions based on facts. If you are still working after 60, comment below and say whether payroll taxes are still coming out of your paycheck. Share this with another senior who may be worried by scary headlines. Subscribe for more clear senior money updates and watch the next video so you do not miss important Social Security changes explained simply and honestly.